Hi there, thank you for joining me again for another video. This is Spira, and right now we are going through opening a Shopify store. So the next topic that I want to talk about in this video, I want to talk a little bit about print on demand because I actually think that it's a good way to go, and I think it's an expanding market. So I think it's a good idea to jump on it now while you can. You don't have to, but it is an option. I'm taking it, and I just want to share with you the little bit that I've learned so far. So one thing I've learned is you have to choose a print-on-demand company. You don't have to print one. If you're using your Shopify store, there are actually a few companies that integrate with your Shopify store, and even if they don't, you can still use one of the other integrating apps. For example, Shopmaster, you can use that one. Another way that you can do it if they don't integrate with the website is you can actually create, upload a picture of the artwork, if you're using artwork, for example. And then when you sell a product, you can actually manually order it from another print-on-demand company that may not be integrated. But if you really like them, then you should go with them. And some of them will behave like a print-on-demand company. In other words, there is no minimum order. They will print the product and they will ship it to your customer, just that it doesn't have the integration. So you have to do it manually. But for some people, that's not really a big deal. And in the beginning, when you're not selling a lot of products, again, it's not a huge issue, and you might even get some better prices for it. So just keep that in mind. Now, where do you find the right print-on-demand company? There are so many. I looked at a lot of them, and I still haven't totally decided. So I will say this. I've been looking at prices so far, and I have been reading reviews. One of the ways that I did research, I literally typed in the Google search, Printful reviews, for example, or Zazzle reviews. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it, when you're on Shopify and you are in the App Store, and if I haven't mentioned it, Shopify has its own App Store for apps that are already integrated with Shopify. When you're doing that, you can look at the different apps. You can actually read reviews there, which I found really, really helpful. And people are pretty honest, and they'll say, I was using this company for years, and then recently it's gone downhill and I'm not happy with the service anymore. Or it could be the opposite. Hey, this company just started out and I'm super impressed with the service. I had a few issues, but I called them and they fixed everything really fast. Wonderful. So you want to look for reviews. You've got to do your research. Don't just jump on it, and also look at the prices and compare the prices. In addition to that, you have to compare quality of the products, and one of the ways that you can do that is by ordering samples, and print-on-demand companies will let you order samples. Usually you can have some free samples, but sometimes it's a discounted rate, so be prepared again to pay for them, and that's not a big deal because that should be part of your budget to open up your store. Another way that I narrowed down the companies that I want to choose from is I actually joined Facebook groups. Do not underestimate the power of Facebook groups. There are so many for every topic you can possibly imagine. So why not Shopify store owners? So all you have to do is go into Facebook and type in the search bar, Shopify or e-commerce or entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs. There are a lot of different keyword search terms that you can use, and you will find pages and groups, and then you can decide to look at those groups. I am in a number of different groups, and there are a few that are specific to Shopify. I'm in a couple of drop shipping groups. I find those really, really helpful. I'm in a couple of female entrepreneur groups, which I really like too. And I'm also in a group for female digital nomads, as well as just digital nomads co-ed. So I'm actually learning a lot from those too. Some of the people who gather in these groups and share information do own businesses, and they are working in e-commerce as well as other areas. Some of them are doing things like Shopify. Some of them are doing things like Amazon FBA or Amazon merch. Again, there are a lot of different areas. Some of them are freelance designers. Some of them are freelance software engineers, web developers. There are a lot of different jobs that people do remotely these days, and this is one of the places that I started when I wanted to do my research on how to create an online business. So I hope you found this helpful. This is just about print on demand. Please do your research, do your homework, ask questions, do reviews, and take your time. Again, if you're rushing, there'll be backtracking, there'll be mistakes. I'm not saying to be afraid of making mistakes. Of course, that's part of the deal. But honestly, there's no harm in taking a few preemptive steps to prevent some of those things, because when you do start running your business and when you do put your store online, I guarantee there will be other things that come up that will demand your attention. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for watching my video. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button so that I know that you're enjoying the content or that it's valuable to you in some way. And if you want to continue seeing my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you think of it and you really like what I'm doing, maybe share the channel. Let's see if we can grow it organically. Again, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time, and have a great day. Namaste.